Human remains were uncovered during a D.C. Parks and Recreation construction project in Georgetown. Some neighbors are raising concerns about how those remains were handled. They were found while crews were digging in Volta Park, which was built on a cemetery dating back to the 19th century. News 4's Darcy Spencer has details on how those remains will be handled moving forward.
This is the Volta Park construction site in Georgetown where ball fields are being renovated. Under this soil, graves dating back to the 1800s. Topher Matthews is a neighborhood elected leader.
This was a cemetery that was for rich, for poor, for white, for black. I mean, it was the cemetery for Georgetown for the early 19th century.
So it was no surprise when human remains surfaced during digging for the $700,000 renovation. But then Matthews confirms an undisturbed grave was discovered just a few feet under. The work stopped in the fall as crews and archaeologists tried to figure out what to do next. Then more recently, neighbors saw remains, bone fragments, just sitting out in the open in the piles of dirt.
These are our Georgetown forebearers. These are people that walked these streets, lived in these homes 150, 200 years ago. And I think anytime you see people treated that way, even if it wasn't intentional, it's just alarming.
The city has now covered over those piles of dirt with tarps, and Matthews says the remains will be respectfully buried elsewhere in the park. And the project will be changed to work around the undisturbed grave. Matthews gave an update on the project at the Advisory Neighborhood Commission meeting tonight. Some were frustrated about how the remains were handled and the lack of communication about the project.
My hope is that they've learned their lesson and they will move forward with, continuing to respect what they find here, but then ultimately get the project done as soon as possible.
You can see that the work is still on hold. No word yet on when it will start once again, but it's believed that this project still will get completed by sometime this spring. In Georgetown, Darcy Spencer, News 4.